Good morning, class. And now, students, today we're going to learn about one of the most interesting, rewarding, and fun aquatic events in the United States. Would anyone like to tell us what event this might be?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's the Festival of Fishes, swimmers in a tank. How about the festival of aquatic stuff? I don't know, but is that right, teacher? I'm not sure.
Well, JoJo, that was a nice attempt, but perhaps you've never heard of this event before. The answer to this is the Keystone Clash. Now, each of you will need to log onto your laptops and read all about the Keystone Clash at www.keystoneclash.com. And you will have 1 hour, and then we will have a fun quiz afterwards. Okay, what is one way that the Keystone Clash promotes bringing kids into fish keeping?
I see Emma was the first one to raise her hand, so go ahead, Emma.
Well, teacher, I believe I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it might be GACAT or GACAT or whatever. But it is GAKAT, and it stands for Give a Kid a Tank. And the coolest thing about it is that this helps young new fish keepers become involved and learn how to do the proper steps to have a successful fish tank, because there's going to be volunteers there to help guide them through all the steps, and they're going to be provided with everything that they need to do that, and they're going to help them get their substrates, I think is what they call it, down, the bottom stuff, and then maybe some decoration plants. I don't know exactly what goes in a fish tank, but I do know if you set up right, the fish can live, and if you don't, the fish might not live. So you have to be careful. You have to learn stuff before you do it, when it comes to keeping live animals. And also, you might even go home with some fish too. That was part of what they taught you how to do, because that's a pretty big thing, because you got to pre-register, because there's so many tanks, and that's why they need sponsors, to help provide all that stuff, because hey, it all goes back home with somebody else. So, and this is just fish clubs putting on this ginormous event.
Okay, class. Now, do the participants of the Give a Kid a Tank get to keep their starter set?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's cool. That's so cool.
Yeah,
I get to do one.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so far everything's going good. But now, let's go through. Okay, class, so far so good. You all have done an outstanding job. Now, class, the Keystone Clash has an aquatic animal event competition each year. What will the winners of each class get? Okay, Susie, please tell us what your response is for this question.
Yes, they get some sort of trophy thing, certificate. I'm not sure what. But I know they get something, and also some people will earn points, and the winners get put in that Hall of Fame thing that they have. That means bragging rights, baby.
Now, can anyone tell us where the Keystone Clash is held at? I see lots of vans. Let's see. How about you, Scotty? Can you tell us?
Yeah, it's going to be in Morganton, Pennsylvania, at the Holiday Inn of Morganton. Should be pretty easy to find, I would think. Google Maps are everywhere now.
That was an excellent response, Scotty. Now, can someone else elaborate on this and tell us when this event happens? Okay, Morgan.
I know. It's on September 22nd through the 24th.
Very good job, Morgan. You did pay attention to what you read. Okay, class, now let's go into some of the history of the Keystone Clash. Does anyone know how many years this event has been happening? Emma, you seem very excited to share your answer. So let's hear it.
7 years. That's how long it's been going on. They must have all the kinks worked out by now for sure because, they must be real pros at this. I'm sure it's fantastic.
Job well done, Emma. Thank you very much. Now, class, I've seen that you really paid attention to the website. My next question for you is, if you wanted to buy some fish, aquatic plants, or supplies, could you buy them at the Keystone Clash? Morgan, please share your answer with the rest of the class.
Yes, you can. Because there's going to be vendors. Maybe some people, but there's going to be vendors there, and they're going to have things that you might want for your aquarium, if you're into that kind of thing. And also, you might buy equipment, some fish, or maybe axolotls or something. They're the big thing now. And also, there's going to be an auction that sometimes if you get a chance to buy any, there might be some of those there. And also, you just have to walk around because there's all kinds of vendors. And I think they even said they had some plants go in the water, which I didn't know plants go in the water. What do I know? Maybe I didn't pay attention enough in science classes. Maybe I better stop doing that.
Now, class, since you're all doing so well on this quiz, I'm sure that you already know about the guest speakers. Now, will there be a talk about glowfish genetics? Susie, what do you think?
Teacher, yes, there will be, because I saw on the schedule that Kelly Foreman lady, the science is fundamental person, she's going to be doing a speech on it, and hers is going to be on the September 22nd, like at 2:30 p.m. So, but you can always double check that www.keystoneclash.com, and check for sure. Always, make sure you check it for yourself. Don't depend on somebody else to tell you stuff. It's all right there for you to find it. So, know what you're going to see. Plan your trip. They have all kinds of stuff on that website just so you don't miss out on anything that's important to you.
Excellent job, Susie. I see you paid attention. Now, this is going extremely well, class. Who can tell me how someone could sponsor a guest speaker? Bobby, let's hear your answer.
Yeah, you can become a sponsor. Anybody can become a sponsor. All you have to do is go onto their website and click on the part that says sponsors, and then you just go down and they have all these buttons that you can pick, and you can be sponsors for whatever program that you want to sponsor. And all you do is click on the button and it's going to pull up, and then you have a little form to fill out, and it's just that easy. I think you even take your money through PayPal or something like that. Yeah, pretty easy.
And now that was an excellent response, Bobby. Now, can someone elaborate about what other events that are going to be going on at Keystone Clash that can be sponsored as well? Jojo, let's hear what you have to say.
Yes, you can. There are different types of sponsors. I think they call them silver, gold, bronze, maybe platinum. Anyways, those are some of the kinds of sponsors you can be. Plus, friend sponsors. You can sponsor the awards. Like those aquatic animal competitions, the art competition, the craft competition. They give a kid a tank, sponsorship. They got to buy all that stuff, because hey, the kids get all the stuff to take home, which maybe I'll get a tank. I don't know. My mom will be so mad. But anyways, oh, and you can also sponsor speakers, and there's going to be lots of speakers, and they're coming from just anywhere and everywhere. Some of them even out of the United States. That's a long ways for some people, but it sometimes takes more than one speaker. So just do it, because that's going to be fun to sponsor some speakers, and there's some really important people going there. There's going to be that lady Kelly Foreman that we watched her in science class, because she says science is fundamental, and I don't know about all the fun part, but there's some mental part going on there somewhere too. But anyways, that's just some of them. And this is a fundraiser for 2 aquarium clubs in the area, and one of them is the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County, I believe, and the other one is the Cichlid Club of York. Not sure what a cichlid is, but it sounds pretty sexy, whatever. But it's a big fundraiser for them, and so I know they would appreciate all the sponsors they could get. And also, there's this place called it's a hospitality room. I don't think it has anything to do with hospitals or anything, but I think it's supposed to be a fun place to go to. And and they're doing the aquascaping contest too, where people take home that tank and everything. And from what I understand, that can be expensive to do, so yeah, they need help with that sometimes too. And the place to be out of everything, is what I heard, is the YouTube lounge. And I heard some people talking about it on a live stream one day, and they said, if you're going to go, that's where you want to go to, because that's where everything's happening, as the YouTube lounge.
Now, JoJo, that was an excellent response. Very detailed. Now, can someone else tell us how many speakers that the
Diddley,
class will have?
Diddley, you are to report to the principal's office immediately.
Morgan.
Yes, there's going to be 6 students. We have this person named Andreas County, I think is how you say his name, and Jennifer Williams, and Bentley Pasco, because my mom likes to listen to Bentley. She's all about the Bentley. And Jason Adams, and he's a professor, I think. And Dan Hodnott, he has that big store, somebody said. And that lady Kelly Foreman, my dad watches her all the time because he just thinks she's so fundamental. He's just all about learning science. Maybe, I don't know. My mom says it's because the Kelly lady's sexy. I don't know. She's talking.
Now, class, I am very pleased about how well you've done with this review for the quiz. I am sure that you already know that there's going to be an auction at the Keystone Clash. Can someone tell me when the auction is going to happen? Scotty.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a fish auction for sure, and it happens on Sundays at 11:30, and it doesn't stop until everything's sold. And because it's all got to go, so they're going to sell it all. Might get some great stuff there, and I'm sure you get some good buys too. People love an auction. I'm just saying.
Now, just for review, can someone tell us where to go to find out everything scheduled for the Keystone Clash? Emma?
Well, if you go to www.keystone.clash,
Excuse me, Emma, but it's www.keystoneclash.com.
you can see everything. There's lots of tabs on there, and it has pages upon pages of what's going on, like the events, the schedule, who the speakers are, sponsors, the vendors, merch, and how to plan your visit so you can get all the places that you want to make sure that you see. Now, that's pretty good. That way you don't have to go to stuff you might not want to do. Because you know how we are. We don't like to go to classes we don't like. Oh, sorry. Not yours, teacher. We love your class.
Now, class, this is going to be the last question. Should one pre-register for the clash? Susan, go ahead.
Well, there's several different ways that you can buy a ticket to get in there. And one is if you buy a Saturday pass for $55, you can go into the vendor room and you can see all the speakers on Saturday, which that's pretty cool. And you can also go to the award ceremony, so maybe you put something in a show, or maybe you know somebody, or maybe you just want to know somebody. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. That's what I do. And then there's also another package. I think that it was for $100 for the whole thing. You get everything on the $55 package, plus you get a bidder card for that auction thing on Sunday, and you get a goodie bag that's got all kinds of little trinkets and whatnots in it. It's pretty cool. I heard, just what I heard on some live streams. And you can go to that hospitality room because, it's always fun up in a hospitality room. That's where everything happens, You go to chill. And who doesn't like to chill? I like to chill. Don't you? But anyways, and then you get a Keystone Clash t-shirt. And there's also another way that if you are a fish tuber and you have at least 500 subscribers, of course, then you have to be registered and all that, you get that same deal as the $100 pass for $75. Plus, you get to go hang out in what do they call that thing? The content creator place, fish tube, table loungy area. But anyways, that's where the cool people's going to be, I heard. And so I would fit in just like that because I'm pretty cool, don't you think? I'm not scary, am I? I don't try to be. I just try to be cool. Oh, and you know what? Since I like nature so good, we forgot to even talk about, there was something else very important going on, Teach, and you forgot to mention it. But, they have an aquascaping contest where they have underwater decor, scapes that are set up, and there's like the bottom stuff, the gravel, the rocks, whatever they have down there, and rocks and woods and plants and fishes, and it's just one of those things that you kind of want to take a picture of. Just that's kind of cool. That's nature at its best when you have plants that grow underwater. So I guess science could be fundamental, especially for an aquascaping contest. But who wouldn't want to win that? I know I would. I wish I could do stuff like that. And maybe one day, after I get out of school and everything, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll be one of them important, aquascapers. That go everywhere and write books and stuff. Wouldn't that be awesome, dude? And then y'all could all say that y'all know me back in school. Like I knew Susie. She was a cool girl. Maybe so. Who knows? Oh, and if you go in as one of those fish tuber people, the Keystone Clash also promotes your channel, and it helps your channel grow because you have to do a promotion for them every month, and they do a promotion for you. So, it's like one hand scratches the other's back type thing. But, that's the way of the world. That's how you get ahead sometimes.
Now, class, I know I said that was the last question, but I have just one more for you. With a show of hands, who would like to go to the Keystone Clash?
I suppose I would like to go. If everybody else is going, I guess I will too. Hey, I want to go. It sounds like it'd be a cool place to go to. Yeah, I want to go. Yeah, I do. That's it. I want to go. Yeah. Might have shade, dude. Might have shade for all that, dude. Might be some chicks running around up there, and I want to be looking good. You know what I mean? I like to go. I think it would be cool. I do. do, I do, I do, I do, I do. If I was a grown up, I would be a sponsor. I think it's a
Should
cool
be a nice
thing to do.